The Inkatha Freedom Party is now briefing the media in Durban on the party's reflections of the Government of National Unity and the governments of Provincial Unity in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. Let's take you live to that.
And Chairperson of Portfolio Komutubaba Umsimango, we've got the National Secretary of the IFP Women's Brigade and the Mayor of Umlalazi, Umama U Clean Audit, Clean Town, QT Ulu. And then we have got the member of the NEC, who's also the MEC for Sports, Arts and Culture in KwaZulu-Natal, Kaula. And then the General Secretary of Administration, Ubaba Umbango, and the Director of Communications, Oses Liesel van der Merwe. I think that can't see much, it's the bright lights of the cameras, but what I would like to do now is welcoming you to this press briefing by the IFP on our reflections on the 100 days of the Government of National Unity and the governments of Provincial Unity in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. Request the President to give a statement. I can issue just one disclaimer. We asked the President to congratulate Orlando Pirates in his statement and he said no. So I'm doing that in advance so that because he won't do it, and request the President to now address us. Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Comrade Mkhuleko Hlengwa, our national spokesperson, who is also the Deputy Minister for Transport. I want to greet the entire leadership of the IFP that is part of this press briefing which has been introduced to you. I also want to greet all the people of South Africa who will be watching this engagement with the media and those who will be following the engagement in various social media platforms. And lastly, greetings to all of you, the people from the media. It is nice to meet you again. We had good engagement during the campaign time, and it is time to give accountability. We promised as the IFP that we will not run away after elections, and this is how we keep our promise. Thank you for joining us today. We meet under very sad circumstances. We learned early this morning of the passing of Princess Buiselwa Angela Buthelezi, the youngest daughter of our founder, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Our party is utterly devastated by the loss. Princess Buiselwa Angela Buthelezi loved the IFP and served our nation with dedication as a member of the National Council and a member of Parliament MP. Our deepest condolences goes to the Buthelezi family and all the entire IFP family. Let me continue by remembering the great patriots South Africa has lost in recent weeks. Their legacies will continue to inspire us. Adding to the pain of losing these exceptional South Africans have been the acts of senseless lawlessness that have gripped our country and which has led to mass killings in both Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. We convey our condolences to the families who have lost loved ones. Lawlessness and crime in South Africa is a crisis that must be dealt as such. As the IFP, we recommit ourselves to fighting crime wherever it manifests. We also remember the 6 Soweto school children who so tragically lost their lives after eating food from a foreign-owned spaza shop. The IFP is of the view that we need multiple urgent interventions that must be initiated to ensure that we return the spaza shop industry to South Africans while dealing with the large amount of foreign nationals who are undocumented and who are working illegally or running businesses in South Africa without complying with the laws and the regulations of South Africa. We believe that South Africa has an illegal migration crisis. We will ensure that our manifesto commitments in this regard is not only taken into consideration at a GNU level, but implemented. Today marks the start of the matric examinations. On behalf of the IFP, we wish all grade 12 learners the best in their examination. The rest of their future starts today. We hope that our learners will excel during this period of their last grade examination at a high school level. Having done the introductory part, the main purpose of this engagement today is to give the IFP's assessment on the government of national unity at a national level and provincial levels. I must indicate and request the people of South Africa and yourself as media to bear with us. We might be a little bit longer. The IFP entered the 2024 elections knowing that it will be the most crucial elections since the dawn of our democracy. Our country faces multiple challenges: a youth unemployment and jobless crisis, an immigration crisis, a cost of living crisis, a safety and security crisis, to name but a few issues. We knew, therefore, that the outcomes of the 29 May 2024 poll will have far-reaching consequences affecting this generation and the next. We pledge that a vote for the IFP in 2024 on both the national and provincial ballots will strengthen the voice of integrity in the incoming government. With the outcome of the elections giving no party a clear majority to govern, citizens spoke decisively through the ballot box. It was their wish that leaders should come together to build a stronger, more prosperous South Africa. To that end, the IFP took the bold decision to put South Africa first by joining the government of national unity. The IFP also leads the government of provincial unity in KwaZulu-Natal, and our Gauteng provincial chairperson holds the position of MEC of eGov as part of the government of provincial unity in Gauteng. As the nation marked 100 days of this new dispensation, I therefore felt important to report back to the nation on the IFP's progress in the GNU and GPUs and in meeting our pledges and promises as set out in our 2024 national and provincial manifestos, whilst also providing an update on general IFP internal matters. The IFP occupies various portfolios at a national level. Firstly, the Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, COGTA. As the new Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, in my first 100 days in office, I have embarked on a significant process to rescue ailing municipalities, and a turnaround plan has been produced, tabled in Cabinet, and received the approval of the Cabinet, which will be rolled out to ensure that dysfunctional municipalities are made able municipalities. One of the notable achievements of my office in the past 100 days include stabilizing the ailing municipality, where we managed to resolve a crisis in Mfuleni local municipality and reached an agreement between the municipality and ESCOM, which ensures that the salaries of workers were paid. We have also enhanced the governance and service delivery. We extended the public comment deadlines for the municipal coalition bills and general laws amendment bill to August 31, 2024. In addition, we reviewed the Independent Municipal Demarcation Authority bill to drive accountability. On community development and partnerships, we have launched a community works program, CWP, to empower local communities and create jobs. We have secured partnership with key stakeholders, including Gauteng COGTA, Central Energy Fund, and Acumen Group. When it comes to traditional and KwaZulu leadership, COGTA has engaged with traditional leaders on Section 15, subsection 2 of the Traditional and KwaZulu Leadership Act. We have also finalized the customary initiation regulations and began consultation on pension benefits for traditional leaders. And we have successfully held 2 engagements, one with the kings, the queens, and principal traditional leaders throughout South Africa, as well as the National House of Traditional and KwaZulu leaders, where we engage on critical issues to enable our traditional institution to play a major role in transforming and advancing our country. On disaster management, as we all know, we are living in the times of climate change. We have championed the disaster management system that will enhance resilience against natural disaster. We have established a national task team on disaster risk management, and on Monday next week, we will be holding the press conference to demonstrate and convey our readiness for the midsummer, as we are approaching a period where we'll be having a lot of rain as a country, to ensure that all sections are activated to be ready to mitigate the challenges of climate change. With all the above items, we have maintained and emphasized that the progress we have made is just the beginning, and there is still much work to be done to address deep-rooted challenges within COGTA, in our municipalities, as well as the traditional and KZN leadership. The IFP is also entrusted with another ministry, the Public Service and Administration. Our Deputy President, Honorable Inkosi Mzamo Buthelezi, now holds the position of Minister for Public Service and Administration. In the past 100 days, the Department of Public Service and Administration signed a Memorandum of Understanding, the MOU, with the Chandler Institute of Governance. This memorandum establishes a framework for collaboration between the DPSA and the Singapore-based institute, which emphasizes areas such as knowledge exchange and capacity building in public administration. Minister Buthelezi conducted an unannounced oversight visit to the Philip Moyo Community Health Center to assess compliance with the Batupile principles and service delivery standard. Such unannounced visits play a crucial role in promoting accountability, increasing citizen engagement, shaping policy, and ultimately enhancing the quality of services provided to the public. September was a public service month launched under the theme, A Government That Works for You. Minister Buthelezi announced during the launch that suspended government officials will no longer sit idle at home for more than 9 years, as we have discovered, while they continue to get paid. Instead, DPSA is taking a new directive for discipline management, including transfer of suspended officials to other departments or units, so that while their cases are being attended to, they do not stay at home earning salary, yet not doing anything. Through these transfers, DPSA wants to ensure that while every senior or qualified and competent official is undergoing disciplinary processes, they do not just sit at home on suspension, as I have said, but they are transferred to other departments or units for them to use their skills and qualifications to benefit that unit while still on suspension.
All right, that's the IFP leader just going through their reflections of the 100 days of the Government of National Unity.